Hey Taurus, how you doing? Welcome to Ginger Talks. I'm Ginger and I'm here to talk tarot for the Taurus guys. I want to thank you so much for clicking on the video. We do appreciate you here at Ginger Talks Tarot. So listen, I want to welcome all my new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys made me feel so good. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you guys stick around and join me. Please, if this is the first time you're seeing me, I hope you enjoy the reading. Remember to hit that thumbs up button and the notification bell. That way you'll know when I upload a new video, okay? So, Taurus, we're going to jump into your reading. It's going to be a 3-card reading. Situation, past and future, and some advice from the bottom of the deck, okay? We will clarify where we need to. I try not to go over 15 to 20 minutes. I know people have things to do, and I try to, be mindful of that. All right. I also want you to remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Okay. They will not resonate with every Taurus out there. Take the parts that do if they do and leave the rest on the cutting room floor. I will not mind, my loves. Gender doesn't matter. I call the gender the way that I see it on the card. You can place your energy wherever you see fit. You can even reverse the roles if you need to, okay? All right, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into your reading. I hope you had a fabulous January, and I hope you have a blessed February. God, thank you so much for our Taurus viewers. I pray that this message reaches them in perfect health and increasing wealth, and that's always going to be my prayer for my Ginger Snap, 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 Snap. So what's going on, Ginger Snaps? What's going on? I really do enjoy you guys. Thank you so much. This is an outlet for me, believe it or not. So I appreciate when you watch and when you enjoy, because I really do this because I really do like it. I really love it. I love connecting with you guys. All right, so I try to shuffle on camera, but sometimes it's hard. I'm gonna change this up for you guys as soon as I get the right stuff. So 3 cards. I see it. I see it. I see it already. Bottom of the deck. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. As soon as I seen that magician. Taurus. Ooh, you guys be having some readings. Let me tell you. They're usually always pretty good though. Here's the thing, Taurus. You have the magician in the situation. You have the Queen of Cups in the past. You have the 6 of Swords in the future. I kind of love that in that position. And then we have the Empress in your advice. I love that. I love that. So let's start with the Empress. I think your advice is to be open to growth, be open to birth of any type, birth of people, birth of ideas, birth, and be open to expansion. Expanding your territory, expanding your mind, expanding your kingdom. I don't think it's about expanding your body too much, because unless it's with birth or with pregnancy, because the Empress is a very beautiful woman. I'm not saying you can't be big and beautiful. Hell, I'm big and beautiful. I'm big and gorgeous. I'm just tooting my own horn, guys. Just go along with it. But the Empress is well taken care of. She expands the empire for the Emperor. She has a job. People don't think she has a job. They think she's kept, but she's not kept. She has a job, which is to expand the kingdom or expand the empire, right? So I think you need to be open to expansion, be open to growth, be open to people doing your bidding as well. In a sense, you create the vision, they do the manual work. That's just what it is, right? It could be it can be as simple as employing a person to come in and redecorate. You have a vision, but you are not going to lift a finger, kind of situation, and the money is there because you're the Empress. That type of thing. So be open to change, be open to expansion, be open to growth, that type of thing, right? Be open to being catered to. In this situation, we have the Magician card. So what I'm saying here is that you're cooking up something, in a sense, Taurus. You are in control of your destiny, your future, whatever, and you know it. So you're using everything that you have available to you to make things happen. Manipulation. I think people get rubbed the wrong way by that word, but you manipulate everything. You manipulate your shoestrings to tie your shoes. Like, It just means that taking things that are available to you and maneuvering them, or, you know, in a sense, in a way that works for you. Unfortunately, we do manipulate people. We manipulate time as best we can. We can't always do it, of course. It's one of the few things that we have a hard time manipulating, but people continue to try. That type of thing, right? In the past, we have the Queen of Cups. Ooh, here's the thing. That's a court card, right? The Magician and the Empress, they are major arcana cards. These are things that you can't change. They're set in stone, that type of thing. Court cards talk about people or personalities of people. So in the past, somebody either cared for you deeply. This is a mother role as well. Someone who takes care of the feelings, right? Taurus, someone mothered you, or took care of your feelings, showed you a lot of empathy, showed you a lot of care, that type of thing. Or that was you in that position, right? But in your past, there was a lot of caring done, either self-care or caring for other people, opening up your home, giving of yourself, giving of your time, that type of thing, right? Someone in your life was either like that or you were like that, right? And that person possibly cared about you so much that they encouraged you to move forward. They let you know what you were capable of, right? So now you're in a position of making things happen. Making things happen for you and the people around you, for the people you care about. Because in the future, what I see is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is not a great card. But like everything else in life, you try to turn the bad into good. If you hear my stomach going, I'm sorry, guys. I had teriyaki salmon. It was so good. I cooked it with a little, I used sazan, right, instead of adobo. And I had basmati rice instead of like sushi rice. But when I tell you them vegetables, oh my gosh, man, them skillet vegetables, the broccoli and the bell peppers and the onion. Ooh, y'all full. I couldn't eat a lot of it, but because I'm trying to watch what I'm intaking. But when I tell you, it was so delicious. And then I had one of these bonsai. I ain't gonna show you the can because they ain't paying me. But it's like 10 calories a can. It's made with real pineapple juices. The pineapple mango flavor. Oh my gosh. If you like pineapple mango, check that out. Anyway, I'm sorry. So in the future, you have the Six of Swords, right? The Six of Swords kind of talks about leaving a tumultuous place for a more peaceful place, right? It almost looks like an escape from something, right? Just it says moving into calmer water away from rougher water. I feel like right now what you're doing is you're creating an environment that is more peaceful to you. But these cards, honestly, these cards don't even really show that something was tumultuous, right? I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm just saying these cards they're good cards. I don't see where there was a lot of turmoil or a lot of this or a lot of that. What I'm seeing here is that you're you're moving into a place of peace because you're making sure you're able to do that. And there was a lot of care and a lot of love. Someone really cared about you in the past, um, with this Queen of Cups, or you showed someone a lot of care, a lot of love in the past, is what I'm seeing here, Taurus. Let's take a look at this. I want to take a look at the Magician and Six of Swords. Tell me about this Magician card for Taurus. Tell me about this Magician card for Taurus. Three of Swords. That came out. Wow. That came out for Aries in this position. I believe as a clarifier. If you're on the cusp, you might want to take a look at their reading. It was a different deck. But what I'm seeing here is that I think you're manifesting a conversation. Because the Three of Swords talks about heartbreak or disappointment or a third party situation, that type of thing, infidelity, and then beginning to get over it, right? You could be manifesting that energy to begin to get over it. But the Three of Swords also talks about a conversation that hurts your feelings. Like someone saying something so outrageous that it disappoints you. I don't think you're manifesting disappointment. I think what you're manifesting is possibly a conversation or the mental energy to have a conversation where there may be some disappointments or there may be, I'm not saying you're looking for a fight or anything like that, but sometimes we have to have hard conversations with people. You could be manifesting the energy to get over infidelity or get over a third party situation, or, or even get over some words that someone said. The funny thing about both of these cards is like Gemini energy, right? We have Gemini and Virgo with the Magician, and then we have the Three of Swords here, which is air energy. It's kind of like Gemini energy. I wouldn't, honestly, I wouldn't even say it's just Gemini. It's just air energy. So Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy, right? That's a lot of mental energy. That's a lot of quick thinking. That's a lot of talking. That's a lot of nervous energy, believe it or not. So you might be manifesting calmness. You might even, since Tauruses are so slow to anger, you might be even trying to manifest the strength to be angry, believe it or not. And I know that sounds weird, but some people, they do have a tendency to not be able to get angry when they need to. It's like, I want to be upset about this, but it's just not in me. Maybe you're trying to say, you know what? I need to have this rough conversation. Most Tauruses I know don't take no stuff down. They also knew when to bite their tongue. Tauruses are not going to give you a whole lot of conversation unless it's about something, usually something positive. They don't want to talk about a bunch of negative stuff unless you're talking about how to change the negative stuff. That's one thing I do love about Tauruses. If they will, they want to talk about how to change it. They don't want to talk about the stuff. They're going to, look over it and say, that's terrible. But that's all they might say about it. What can we do to change it? Let's talk about the positives of it. So that might be it. You might be trying to manifest this energy to have this conversation that may not be the best of conversations. And it might be highly disappointing to you. But if you can stay in control of the conversation and you can get it to go the way that you want it to go, it may turn out the way that you want it to. If not, it can possibly be a disappointment, right? Let's take a look at this Six of Swords, because I'm wondering, I don't see, well, the Three of Swords did come out. So that could be a thing, right? That could be what you're moving away from, that Three of Swords conversation and going into a more peaceful place. But let's take a closer look at it. Ooh, Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords together, they both say the same thing. Moving on. I'm moving on. But here's the thing. The Eight of Cups suggests that you might come back. But for the most part, you're leaving some things. You're leaving things that don't serve you any longer. You're moving into a more peaceful place. You're moving into things that left you emotionally, either emotionally drained or not, they didn't serve you emotionally. You just weren't satisfied. So you're moving on to something, to fulfill something, to feel something, or to be in a more peaceful place. Either way, you're moving on. You're moving on. You're moving out. You're moving up. You're just moving, right? Could be leaving the state, leaving the country, leaving the city. You could, but you're definitely moving, Taurus, is what I'm seeing here. So Taurus, it's not a whole lot here. And I'm kind of glad it's not, because it's not bad. It's just regular life stuff, right? Someone loved you in the past. Someone cared about you a lot. Showed you a lot of care, concern, gave of themselves to you. That energy kind of pushed you into this manifestation mode of wanting something different, I think, and trying to create new things in your environment with this Magician card, right? The Magician is the smartest person in the deck. But I think what you're manifesting is a conversation. It's not a conversation you want to have. It may be a disappointing conversation, but you're trying to get to the point where you have to accept that you have to have it. And or you're trying to accept that it could be disappointing. I do not want to think for one moment that you're manifesting a third party situation that's going to break somebody's heart. So I don't even want to think that's a thing, right? And in the future, I see you just moving on from a situation. You might be having a conversation about someone who broke your heart or with someone who broke your heart. That's always a possibility. I will do a love reading for you guys right after this. But what I'm seeing here is that in the future, you're moving on. You're moving in a more peaceful place. You're leaving things behind that no longer served you. You just know that where you're at now is not where you're meant to be. So you're moving on, right? You need to be open to expansion, to growth, to birth, to being treated well. You are the Empress, okay? So even if you're a guy, it's Empress energy, okay? So this is the reading that I have for you, Taurus. I hope it made sense. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, follow and subscribe. I hope you guys made it to the end. Remember, let it all let it go, but don't let it echo. Have a great one. Bye.